Hello, sir. How are
Hi.
you?
Fine, how are you?
Not too bad, thanks for asking. Hey, I'm just coming down through the area talking to people about their TV systems today. Do you have TV in the house?
Yeah, we do.
Do you watch it?
Not much.
Not much.
Yeah,
You know,
we watch it.
I sell TV all day long and I don't watch a lot of it either, you know? You probably have some things that you do like watching, though. Is there something that you particularly watch when you get home from work and you want to wind down a little bit?
Not really. Mainly just the news. I do like sports.
Okay. So you like to keep up on the current events, and what sports do you like?
Football mainly.
Football?
Mm-hmm.
My man, great. I love college football and pro football.
Yeah.
You know, I played in high school and it went really
Nice.
well for me. It was fun. Anyway, I'm coming down through talking to people. You've probably noticed I'm a satellite guy.
Uh-huh.
You ever thought about getting a satellite dish?
Yeah, but I don't think I'm interested.
Okay, it sounds like you have thought about it a little bit.
A little
then. What was it that kept you from getting it?
We just don't watch that much TV.
Okay. You know, I can empathize with that because, you know, like I said, I sell it all day, but I'm not home enough to really watch a lot of TV. Apart from not watching much TV, is there anything else that's kept you from doing it?
Mainly just content. The things that are out there. There's so much crap out there. We just have a basic cable package. You know,
Right.
It's one of the smallest ones that gets ESPN at least.
Yeah.
And we just really, we really don't let our kids watch much. There's, everything from the commercials to, just, I know there's a lot of crap, especially on like satellite TV, for example. And so that's probably the biggest reason why we haven't done it. We just don't watch it and just crap. We just don't want it.
I assume that the reason that you don't watch a lot of TV is because you're worried about what's coming into your kids, you know, what
Yeah.
they're seeing. And I can empathize with that. I have a kid of my own, you know, I worry about what's happening when I'm not there, you know. If I have cable, I don't really have a lot of control over what they watch when I'm not home. And I work for a living, so I'm not home a lot. Have you ever thought about that point?
No, but now as you bring it to mind, it's a good point. It's normally my wife and I are normally home with the kids, but
Right.
sometimes maybe when we're gone,
Uh-huh.
that would be a concern.
That's one of the main reasons that people actually look into getting a satellite dish. The myth about satellites is that there's a lot of stuff out there that you don't want coming into your house. The nice thing about getting a satellite dish is that each one of these receiver boxes has a programming option where you can actually go in and lock out programming according to channel, according to rating, like R, PG-13. If you don't want that stuff coming into your house, you lock it out. When you flip on there, it asks for a 4-digit code that you control. So you actually have control over what they're watching even when you're not home. On top of that, it's also got a content watch that has ratings such as V for violence, N for nudity, SC for sexual content. You can lock out individually on those also, and including language, so that you're actually protecting your kids while you're not there. This is actually taking care of your kids when, for some reason, you and your wife aren't there. They would have to have that code that's kept up here in your brain,
Yeah.
and it's all there for you. Is that something that would interest you in getting a dish?
Maybe. I do like that. What is it going to cost me?
That's a good point. What do you like to watch? You said ESPN. What does
Uh-huh.
your wife watch?
Maybe Discovery Channel, Home and Garden.
Okay.
We like Fox News.
Okay.
And Animal Planet. The kids do like Animal Planet.
They like it. Animal Planet. Do they like Disney Channel?
A bit.
Nickelodeon?
Nickelodeon more than Disney Channel,
Okay.
and probably the Animal Planet.
Okay.
Those are the big ones.
Well, let me show you what we have. You said that you did have 3 TVs to hook up.
Correct.
Is that right?
That's right. 3
Okay.
TVs.
We're going here. Fox News Channel is in this package along with Animal Planet. What you get with this is actually all the channels in this package plus all the channels in here. Include your local news, all of those good channels like ABC, Fox, NBC, CBS. And we can get you into that actually for the base price of $39.99. Then you have an additional outlet fee for your other 2 televisions. So if I check my little card here, I basically just go through this grid with you here. So that's the America's Top 120 on 3 TVs, and you're looking at about, what are you paying for your cable now, did you say?
About $45.
45 bucks. We'd be right at the same price for what you're getting right now,
Okay.
with the ability to lock out those channels that you don't want your kids watching. We're probably giving you a few more channels than what you get. How many channels do you get with your current programming?
I think there's about 70.
70 channels?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, we're actually up at about 130 channels, and there's probably some in here that you might want to watch on top of what you have now that might spark your interest. Could I sit down with you and kind of go through some of these channels with you?
Um, well, what is the installation gonna look like? I mean, is that a big process?
You know, it's a lot simpler than people think.
Okay.
There's only a few key elements that we need to get a good installation. Number one, we need a south-facing slope to mount the dish on. The good news is here at your house, you have a south-facing slope along the back alley where no one's going to see it.
Okay.
So we can run the cables. Everything's going to be just extended right off of that, and it's not going to be visible from the street. The nice thing about satellite dish compared to cable also is, you know, the difference between the picture of a VHS tape and a DVD.
Mhm.
That's the difference between the analog cable signal and the digital signal that your satellite dish on the back side of your roof is going to provide you.
Okay.
So it's not that big of a process. Usually it'll take anywhere between, I'd say, hour and a half to 2.5 hours. With you having 3 TVs, I'd bank on about 2.5 hours probably
Okay.
to get it installed. And we're actually going to have our installers coming down through the area. I actually just signed up your neighbors, the Johnsons. They're going in at about 12 o'clock, so that would free up our installer probably around between 3 and 5 o'clock, depending on how it goes down there. Would
Okay.
you be home at that time?
Yeah, I'll be home around 5 after work.
About 5? And I'd like for you to be here when the installer gets here, because he can go through the entire process with you. He'll walk you through, show you, you know, you can kind of point out where you'd like the dish to be. And it's a great thing. The only thing I need is a couple of things to make sure that you qualify for the dish. And it's basically just your name, your address, and stuff like that. If we could sit down and fill that out, we can get you on the docket. How does that sound?
Well, I think I probably better wait for my wife.
Okay.
She's not here right now, and I think
Yeah,
I need to
it-
include her on that.
It can definitely cause problems making decisions without your wife. So I understand. You know, I always consult everything with my wife, and that's not a bad thing. What do you think, just out of curiosity, what do you think she would say?
How much was that? I mean, it's going to cost, what would it cost again?
It's costing you $45 a month. So the same as you're getting with your cable, but you are actually getting, you know, as we spoke, between 50 and 60 channels more than you're getting now. Plus, you know, what do you think she'd say about the ability to lock out those channels that you don't
She'd
want?
probably like that.
I would think most mothers would.
Okay.
Is there any way that we can get her on the phone?
Yeah, I could probably call her.
Okay. Would that be a problem if we gave her a call really quick and saw what she said? And
No, that's no problem.
okay, can I come in?
Yeah, no problem.
Thanks.